Hi there. Welcome back to me, a level designer for whatever AAA video game company, which I'm not going to disclose what company I work for. I'm sorry, I'm keeping some anonymity. But I'm playing Elden Ring for the first time. Don't particularly like From Software games. Giving this one a shot. It's got like a 96 on Metacritic, so it's got to be good. I hope. So I hope I enjoy it. So far, it's been okay. Some parts of it I've liked, like the sound design has been quite good. Combat feels good. The traversal animations are terrible. Man, woo, those are rough. Jesus. The it's something actually is something I can talk about here. Is often what games will do. Yeah, this is a pretty good example, I'd say. Um, is there will be when you see an object in the world like these rocks here, which will I'll refer to things in the world as like meshes, which are like things you can place in the world. It could be a rock, like as a designer or an artist could place in the world. It could be a rock, could be a barrel, could be a tree, could be whatever. Oftentimes, meshes like these rocks here will have a visual mesh, which the player sees in the game, like we're seeing these ones right now, and they have a physics mesh, which is a mesh that is used for essentially all of the game's systems. So it is a rough interpretation of the shape of the mesh, but it's used to represent the mesh's physics or collision or how pathfinding generates on it. And oftentimes, what games will do is they will make the physics mesh, or sometimes when there's things like these bumpy rocks here, they'll make the physics mesh version of this rock much smoother than the visual mesh, so that when you walk over it, it's much smoother experience. So that the player's feet might kind of like float a little bit, but at least you don't get this like popping up and down like this. So the player will kind of run over it more smoothly. This game seems to have pretty consistent visual meshes and physics meshes, and you can kind of tell that by how much I'm kind of snapping on, like I'm just like kind of popping up and down as I'm running over, which suggests to me that yeah, the physics mesh and the visual meshes are really consistent. And so sometimes when games have these different physics meshes and visual meshes, they're doing that so that it runs smoother, or that things can like pathfind on things easily, which we can talk about pathfinding in a second. Another reason is having a simplified physics mesh will actually help with performance, because it's just less vertices for the game to. Again, I don't know much about performance, but it's less vertices and less triangles for the game to have to render during runtime. So that's part of the reason why. So there's multiple reasons why there might be an altered physics mesh and visual mesh. What are you? Are you a little hippo? A hippo? What the heck is that? Is that just a rock? That's a weird looking rock. That doesn't look like a rock. It looks like a... What is that? Anyways. Here's some goats. So let's see if we can find an enemy so we can talk about pathfinding for a second. Are you bad boys? Oh man. Oh my god. Yeah, I can see if you're an animator and you're like, oh, this game got a 9.6, you'll be like, if you're like a player character gameplay animator, and you saw this game gets like rave reviews 10 out of 10, you'd be like, does my job even matter? Some of the movement animations are just so janky in this game. You gonna fight me? Oh, you're birds. I got a flight pinion. Hey, I've wanted a flight pinion forever. I'm so glad I finally got one. Looks like there's a goat or a host over there that we can fight. Oh, there's another goat. Okay, let's see if we can... pathfinding is essentially the information that a character or creature... when I say creature, I essentially mean anything that isn't the player. It could be an NPC. Generally, it's usually like referred to bad guys or enemies. Maybe I'll say creature to refer to like a friendly NPC, but generally when you say creature, you mean just like any hostile creature, or any hostile NPC in the game. When creatures interact with the world, they don't see what we see, like I mentioned before, like the visual mesh and the physics mesh. What they'll generally see is pathfinding information. So over top of this entire world, there's going to be just like one giant overlay of pathfinding information that's going to be laid down on top of the level. And what that information does is it tells the creature, okay, you can walk on here or you cannot walk on here. And that pathfinding information is generally generated based on the structure or like the detail of a surface. So when you generate pathfinding, what it'll essentially do is there'll be like think of like a tablecloth that'll lay down on top over covering this entire area here. And where the tablecloth is smooth enough and where there's like pathways that are wide enough for a creature to walk on, it'll generate pathfinding in there and say, okay, you can walk on here. So that if I were to lead a goat over here, they should be able to run over this no problem because it's smooth enough for the creature to pathfind on. Now this, for example, this is awfully steep and the ridges on it are very small. And so I'd be very surprised if any pathfinding generates on here. Because generally pathfinding, when you generate it, you put in values that generate the pathfinding data. So you'll say, okay, if it's a large creature, the path, or like the thing that's going to be walking on, be it a ledge or a ridge or whatever, needs to be at least 2 meters wide or 3 meters wide or half a meter wide. And if it's not that wide, then pathfinding won't generate on that. So, and you can also break up pathfinding into different sizes. So you can have pathfinding information for small creatures, large creatures, flying creatures, whatever you want. And each of those will have different data sets that you can control and different values you can plug into those data sets. So I might say, if you're a small creature, I want you to be able to walk on ledges that are only 10 centimeters wide. So anywhere in this game that there's 10 centimeters, a path that's at least 10 centimeters wide, a creature that's small might be able to walk on it. If it's a large creature, I might set that value to 2. So if there's a 10 centimeter wide ledge, the large creature's not going to try and go on it. They're too big, they're too wide, the animation will look bad, their feet will be floating, it's just not going to look good. So they're not going to try it. But if it's 2 meters wide, then they can walk on it. And then you can also put in values like the slope needs to be, 45 degrees or less, so they won't walk on slopes that are greater than 45 degrees, because the animation's going to look bad. So let's see if we can attack something and kind of pull it over here to demonstrate the pathfinding and see if, because I'd be like super surprised if there's pathfinding generating on here, because if it does, the creature's going to look like crap. So where can we? Alright, let's see if we can find a creature that we can pull over here. Looks like, are you goats going to come with me? Oh, those are rolling goats? Okay, what about you, horsey man? Come to me. Oh man, it's going so far away. Okay, let's find another one. Yeah, whatever. Excuse me. Hey, you. Oh god, we're getting so far. I don't want to have to kite it all the way. Hey, come with me. Oh, this is a boss. Oh god. Okay, well, let's see. What? Holy Moses. Okay, let's see if we can kite them over here without dying. Come to me, come to me, come. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Okay, I'll be very surprised if this creature can walk up here. Oh, come on. No, okay, now walk up here. Now, there probably won't be enough pathfinding data for this thing to be able to walk up here, so it might try and find a way around, like walk around there. But you see, it can't pathfind up here because this is probably too steep. And so they set the pathfinding data to say, hey, you're a big creature, you're a medium creature, you're a whatever size creature. You can't walk on this because it's going to look bad. Which it probably would. Like, they probably can't readjust the horse's body so that it walks up this well. Like, it's an animation issue. Sometimes it's an AI issue. There's a bunch of reasons why. So, what the hell happened? There's a bug there. So the creature just leashed back to a starting point. Okay. Yeah, there's a bug. Oh, I'm pretty good at finding bugs, like visual bugs in games and bugs in general. I mean, like, I'm not a QA tester. I'm sure if you watch a QA tester play this game, or any game in general, they'd be an expert at finding bugs. Cool, tumbleweed. There's probably a way you can abuse the AI. Oh, what a great looking rock face. Nice looking assets. These are probably photo scanned. These look really good. We'll talk about photo scanning in a... Oh, maybe not. Yeah, they're pretty good though. So even on this rock, like I doubt that horse can walk. Oh, maybe it could. But it might not be able to walk on some of this other stuff because it's really bumpy. And so I'd be surprised if it could walk like up here, for example, because it's really bumpy, and I don't know if it'd be able. So sometimes in other games, especially games where you have a ranged weapon, if you're fighting a melee creature and you've got a ranged weapon, you can get up on a rock like that. You can really cheese and abuse the AI. Because I don't have any ranged attacks, I won't really be able to use that to my advantage much. We'll see if we can cheese the AI a little bit, maybe. Maybe we can kill this guy by... Okay, so it'll probably be able to walk up from this direction because it's pretty smooth, but if we... So it won't be able to come up here. Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, man. Half my health in one blow. That's not cool. Okay, we'll see if we can do a little bit of cheesing here. So it probably can't come up here. Probably. Let's heal on up. Yeah, so it might not even try to come up here. If it can't... Oh, no. Whoops, wrong spell. It might not even try to... Did it just leash again? That's so janky. Generally, when they leash, they should walk back, but they've teleported back twice. So I'm guessing we got to a location where it can't pathfind to, and so it's just like, it's gone. They don't even... They might, like, the AI might not even be aware of where we were, so it just decided to leash back. Okay, maybe we'll try fighting this guy for real. Looks like it's... Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Oh, my... Did that horse kick me? Did that horse just kick me? Just gonna... Okay, so maybe I'm not supposed to fight... Oh, wow, that was a great-looking shield, though. Maybe I'm not supposed to fight that boss yet? In other games, Dark Souls games, like... I know in other From Software games they're linear, so you don't really have a choice who you can fight. Or maybe you can choose sometimes. Yeah, no, you can choose in Dark Souls 1. You can choose if you could go, like, down to the crypts or, like, go up to the bridge demon. Death. Upon dying, you will revive the last set of grace you visit. You will drop any runes in your possession. Okay, so runes... runes are souls, whatever they were. You will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before claiming those runes, they'll be lost forever. Yeah, it's great. The cups at the top of your screen indicates any direction of the lost runes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I heard some complaints about, what was it, the UX, that Ubisoft designer was talking about UX. I don't mind this minimalist UI. But by the way, UX can mean, within like a UX department, it generally has multiple different branches of UX. One of them is UI, but also it can be things like difficulty scaling and like game economy and like the gear up. Maybe we'll just avoid this guy from... let's give him one more shot. I didn't even get a single hit on him last time, so maybe we'll... Oh, a two-hitter? Come on, that's not cool, man. You get hit twice and roll into you? Okay. I feel like I can't even get close. Oh, okay, no way I'm beating this guy. No way I'm beating this guy. That seems like a way to go, though, is get under the horse and then, piss the horse off. See how the animation kind of got messed up there, and you tried to run. Oh no 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 no. No no no! I'm healing, man. You can't kill me while I'm healing. That's not fair. I was trying to heal myself. You're not allowed to friggin' do that. That's against the rules of fighting. Rules. Ha! Okay, so clearly it can't path over this rock. It's getting stuck on it, or it might just kind of like bash it. Oh man. Okay. Let's Sorry if I'm getting a little jumpy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill that guy. I'm not gonna try anymore. Because I think if I were to... No. Okay, I'm not gonna try. Let's. This game's about exploring, right? I've heard that it's like Dark Souls, but it's open world and like exploration's supposed to be cool and fun and nice. So let's not fight that guy. Maybe we'll head in the general direction of that castle that we're supposed to go to. Um, but we'll take some detours along the way to see if we can find some cool stuff. I do like the general aesthetic of the game. It's not as quite as hopeless looking as a Dark Souls game. It's something that's kind of, I don't know. We'll see if that's the case in this game. I kind of hope it's not. But something. Oh damn it! Something that's. I wonder if can you swim in this game? What's something that's kind of bothered me with a lot of the Dark Souls games, the From Software games that I've played or that I've seen played, is they find a setting in which it can be a post-apocalyptic world or where there really is no civilization active, which in some, which allows them to set the game and so that everyone like you see wants to kill you. I just keep pressing. Everyone that you see wants to kill you, which is, I mean, I guess is cool because it makes the world hostile, but it makes the game world feel. Okay, there's rune fragments all around here. Makes the game world. I'm sorry. Makes the game world feel artificial to me. It's like this world really does only exist to hold creatures that you're supposed to fight, as opposed to like, Breath of the Wild. At least they've got the villages and they've got people walking around that you can talk to. Or like any of the Elder Scrolls games, or the Witcher games, or like Dragon Age games, or Horizon Zero Dawn. All these open world games have areas where enemies are hostile, but also have like villages and stuff where you can talk to people. Whereas, and they make the worlds feel a little bit more lived in and realistic and fleshed out. Whereas I found From Software games really just feel artificial, like game worlds. They feel like a game world because they try and justify to the narrative that it makes sense that there's no one alive, or like everyone's a zombie or whatever, they want to kill you. Cool, that's nice, but like it sincerely feels like a game world to me just because there is no one to talk to. Like there's no villages to go to. There's no civilization in sight, and I'm assuming the reason they do that in the From Software games is because, one, maybe you'd make the game world feel less like depressing, and there's one thing that those games do is make you feel depressed. Not to suggest that a game, the feeling that you get while playing a game rivals in any way the mental illness, depression. That makes you feel down. And they're also, like, the villages and stuff like that are expensive to make. Like, you have to populate them with NPCs and buildings and content and vendors and all that kind of stuff. So it's really expensive to build that kind of content for a game. And so From Software's like, we don't need it. Everyone wants to kill you in the world. Who needs villages? You don't have to talk to anybody. Who cares? You don't care. But to me, that just makes the world feel dead and, like, artificial. So we'll see if this one's any different. Hopefully there's... Give me bird wings! I want more feathers. Okay, so we're going that way. It seems like the monster density in this game is surprisingly low. Okay, here's a homie. Friend or foe? I'm guessing foe. Okay, man, we're just going for a walk. We're just acquiring assets over here. Whoa! Did you see that, IK? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button to sprint again. I'm clicking in my thumbstick because other games have thumbstick for sprint, but this game does not. Come on, man, I'm just picking flowers. Give me a break. Although this guy seems a little bit more my speed. He's not killing me in, like, 2 hits. He's killing me in 3 hits. Now, leave me alone, man. I'm just friggin' walking. Okay, were you guarding something nice? Can I steal your stuff while you're gone? I mean, I can't... One of these things. I can't acquire materials now. I'm busy running. So that's... Okay, are you gonna leave me alone? Can you not? Can you just not? Jesus, I just want to explore, man. This game might not be for me. Oh my god. Like I'm at risk of losing all my acquired assets. Not my assets, because the assets are the flowers. But I'm at risk of losing all my souls right now. That's not cool. I don't want to do that. Let's heal up a bit if we can. Okay, would you mind leashing, please? Can you leash like that other guy did? Ooh, some assets. Fragment. Man, could you just leash already? Jesus Christ. I apologize if I swear at all. Do I just have to kill you so I can explore in peace? Come on. Am I gonna have to fight you? I don't want to fight. Here, let's juke him. There, let's abuse some AI there. There's some AI abuse. Now you can't follow us. Can you leash, please? Look at this! We found a bird family. Nice. Now, are you birds guarding anything specific? How do you crouch in this game? Okay, let's get some bird feathers. Alright, successful bird raid. We got one flight pinion. We got 2 flight pinions. No, we don't. Never mind. Can we get a second? No, we can't. Alright. Game world looks really nice. It does feel dead AF, though. Like, just barren. I mean, I know I just feel like there's a bunch of wildlife and there's stuff around, but I mean, as far as like, I don't know. Sorry, barren maybe isn't the right word. It does not feel friendly at all, and I'm sure that's the intention. Okay, Omi, come back over. Okay, whatever. Forget it. We're just gonna leave. My problem, I think a big issue with me playing this game, or like I'm really scared of losing souls, or like losing this progress that I have, even though I only have like what, 600 souls. Oh, I got a mushroom. Nice. I don't want to lose these souls that I've acquired. It feels like these things that are just like laying everywhere are no, not really. They don't fit the environment that well. Okay, I don't know where to go. Let's go back in the direction of. I'm sorry, this is probably super boring to watch. And my goal wasn't really to make this entertaining, and more, I guess educational. Not even educational, just to kind of give my thoughts on it, because I was kind of looking. I explained why I played this. I like the tumbleweeds though. That's kind of cool. You know what? Playing this, it just kind of makes me wish I was playing Breath of the Wild. A game. Are you Nato? Oh, okay. Golden Rune. What does that do for me? How do I view this? Switch view to gain a small amount of number of runes. Okay. Some runes are my souls again. So let's just keep acquiring some materials. Acquiring more and more materials. Okay. Sorry, it just kind of makes me wish I was playing Breath of the Wild, just because, Breath of the Wild wasn't my favorite game ever. It also wasn't even my favorite Zelda game. But I enjoyed exploring without this like looming shadow over my head of like losing all my progress. So I guess we'll go level up. Like, I don't really know. I guess we'll go level up. And this is like, yeah, this is, I don't know. Maybe I need to get my first like real. I need to get my first like real like death in. I mean, I know I've died, but I mean like first like try and actually kill a monster. Because like right now I'm just like, ugh, what's like, I'm too. I need to. It's like scratching your car for the first time. You gotta get that out of the way. Can I not level up here? How do you level up in this game? What do you... Can you not... Hey, homie, how do I level up?
It's time you set off, I
Yeah,
should
okay,
think.
shut up. Yeah, you said that. Okay, so there wasn't fall damage before, but I'm still... Okay, maybe there's no fall damage in this game. Okay, let's get some rolling goat stuff. Beast liver, nice. Thin beast bones. Cool. Say that 10 times fast. I see this rune fragment that's regenerated. So it looks like you can just like continually farm things, but if they don't have any like tangible benefit yet, which they don't, once I maybe like learn some recipes for crafting or whatever there is in this game that I can use all these acquired materials for, then maybe you can just spend like hours just grinding materials, which I don't know. I'm not sure I'm super pumped on that, but let's head off towards the castle. Avoid horsey person over there, and see if we can make some kind of progress. And we're coming up to the end of this half-an-hour block here. I'm trying to keep these. Is that the Grinch? Doesn't that look like the Santa Grinch over there? Okay. Before we visit Santa Grinch, we're gonna just touch Grace. As long as Grace consents. You can finish the fast traveling as you discovered, however, there are some dungeons. Yeah, you already told us that, thank you. Okay, I guess I'll end there. Is the horse guy near? It's this. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. I don't know. Hopefully you got something out of this. It's probably terribly boring to watch. I haven't done anything. But I'll try and be a little bit braver next time, and maybe we'll talk to the Grinch over there and see what they can sell us. Maybe they can sell us a new mustache or something. Who knows? Okay, take care of yourself. Thanks for your time, and maybe we'll talk later. I mean, we won't talk. Maybe I'll talk at you again. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay, bye-bye.